Cleveland's starting group. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Junior's out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Williams at the small forward. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Now, here's Junior. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Wow, Junior, you know that move came from somewhere. That could be the streets of New York City.
Now Dellavedova. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Junior. For three, LaVine. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. That's great information. We'll see if they've devised a strategy, Greg, that can get them out early.
Right. Facing such a disruptive defense poses challenges, but coach seems on it.
I feel like the plan is there. They just got to match their opponent's intensity level.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Junior. Sexton against Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Here's Junior. Here's Markkanen. Count that one.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now here's Okoro. And he banks in the layup.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And the Bulls with possession. They trail by 3. Here's Junior, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Junior getting aggressive in the paint there and gets his shot off even after getting fouled.
Chicago shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the Bulls making a change here. Porter's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Larry Nance is checked in for Love. Joe Harris comes in for Okoro. And Porter subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there, does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Here's Carter. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Drummond. 1:41 left to play in the first. Puts it up from 12. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Drummond. 6 points for Colin Sexton.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Junior. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And what muscle from Junior. Welcoming the contact and just pushing his way through.
1:12 left to play here in the first. Sexton the pass to Nance. Dishes it to Porter. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a
At the line for the ball, one shot. That one misses for Young. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Inside, it's Young and Markkanen. Levine is out there with Junior, and it's Williams at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Love in his last game against the 76ers played some superb ball. He finished with 20 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Carter, he's checked in for Young. And here is Dellavedova. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From deep. Here's Drummond. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Free throw good, Junior. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Porter's checked in for Harris. And it's Colin Sexton in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now, here's Junior. Defended by Sexton. That one falls.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Floats it up for Junior. And stolen by Drummond. Williams against Sexton. Pass to Porter. Shoots the 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And so here's Cleveland. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And it goes down 2 points.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Levine, poked away. Porter with the steal. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Sexton continuing to try to expand his game, and in this one looking very comfortable.
There's Williams with the three. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with the Okoro. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Sexton. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Sexton against Levine.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Dellavedova. And too long on the shot.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And because of Junior's confidence and his composure, he has the ability to go on scoring runs like this.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Drummond trying to get himself free. The shot by Sexton, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And that's the kind of dunk that can energize a team. Junior's here to inspire.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Thon Maker. Love comes in for Nance. Okoro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Porter subbed in for Sexton.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Junior kicks to Williams. Junior fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bulls have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Misses from close range. Here's Junior. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Junior in at point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Dellavedova, here's Love. At to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Dellavedova pushing the action, which forces the defense to put more pressure on. They end up fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. That's tipped. Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
In the corner, Okoro with it. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
The pass to Okoro. Shot clock at 5. Tips it, and Drummond is right there. And that's 10 points for Andre Drummond.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And you can clearly see Junior is still accustomed to fighting for every inch. Every game, every play, he's out here giving his absolute all.
Free throw good, Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 1-point game. Love outside. Passes it to Drummond. Markkanen pulls it in.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Okoro passes to Drummond. They get a hand on it. Pass to Dellavedova. The 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Timeout called. Cleveland. Junior really making a difference here.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Joe Harris is checked in for Cleveland. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. He feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
Outside, Levine. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Sexton penetrating. He kicks it to Dellavedova. And the 3 off target.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And Junior just doesn't seem to get rattled in big moments. That's composure at its finest.
The Cavaliers trailing. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. High arcing shot, and the layup good by Sexton. And that's 19 points for Colin Sexton. Chicago calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Colin Sexton.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Junior, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
The second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
They double him with Junior. Back to Sexton. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Junior. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's the first that gives them the lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Sexton against Levine. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Carter. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Pass to Drummond. And stolen by Williams. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the game. Sexton the pass to Dellavedova. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, no surprise. It's Dellavedova stepping up big.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Dellavedova. Puts up a 3. And Drummond kicks to Dellavedova. And stolen by Junior. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, gets the three to fall.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up.